I'm with the great Gerry Cooney. I have not yet had a dig in the ribs from you today, and I don't want one. Certainly not till after we finish videoing. The Showdown. Larry Holmes versus Gerry Cooney, 1982, of course, 40th anniversary tour. Heavyweight legends. These two guys are on tour. There he is, looking so well. You've even got the Bruce Springsteen or the Gerry Cooney.
Whatever it is.
Bruce Springsteen's got the Gerry Cooney bit of beard going on, and you're a Jersey man, aren't you?
I am a Jersey man.
So you'll appreciate Springsteen.
I do.
You look younger, Gerry, every time I see you. What is it? What's the secret?
I don't know about that. I just think that I'm enjoying life. I'm living life. I'm trying to move forward. I'm trying to not sit still for too long. And the pandemic was terrible. So I'm back in out again. I'm excited to be here in London. I love London. Last time I was here, I got to meet Dillian White, some other guys, and a lot of the press. So it was always really good. And
Have you been working out during lockdown as well?
I
You look
train.
like you lost weight. Your arms
I do
felt
lose
really
weight.
strong.
I
They
train
always do,
people,
but
and training people, I stay in shape and I teach my art.
yeah.
I teach people how to protect themselves and to be better and more confident. I mean, it's builds self-esteem. You can learn to fight. I tell an orphan kid, I go to a risk kid's place and I teach them how to box. You don't have to fight, but you build self-esteem.
Yeah.
If you know how to fight, you don't gotta fight. And so that's my passion. Give it back. You know, keep moving forward, keep growing, loving my family, loving my wife, and helping people. I love that.
Am I right? Is it fair of me to say that in an era of very well-known African American heavyweights, you're really the Irish American standout in that era? There isn't another one that is a go-to. Is it because you're still working TV and working podcasts and visible? Is it that, or were you the main one? And why were you the main one and the only one, really, in lots of ways?
You know, I got to tell you, that's a great question you're asking me, and I want to tell you that I got a lot of those big opportunities, and I turned them down. I didn't make it because I was afraid of it from my upbringing, I think, and I had those moments where I could have jumped over the fence and made it, and I think I reneged on it, and I didn't show up. But you know, today I show up for my life. I love it who I am.
Were you out of control then, do you think?
I was out of control and scared.
Did you know? Of what, though? Of what? Do you think it's...
of the
Well, do we
success.
call it mental health now?
Well, yeah, I guess
Is
you
that what
could.
we call it now,
Of
mental
the
health?
success.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I deserve it. And
Yeah.
I
Beating
was
yourself up.
Exactly. And that's really crazy, but that happened to me, and I've come to accept that of late, and I did that.
And you own
Yeah,
it more
moving
now. You own it.
Yeah, you know, I did it.
Yeah.
So I mean, I came from wherever it came from. That's all gone. It's with me, and what I need to do is I need to let it pass through me. Don't hold on to it and inspect it. Don't figure it out and blame this and blame that. Just let it keep going. It's over. And that's been a gift to me. I've been doing some really great work on that kind of thing in my life. And yeah, man,
But you fought two
I fought
heavyweights
yeah.
who are both considered maybe in the top 6 of all time.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I get that, right? But I didn't. I left room for me. So if I failed, I blamed it on something. I didn't take the shot.
Were you surprised you were there in the first place then? Did you surprise yourself that you got to that
Yeah,
place?
of course. I made it to that place, yeah. But I didn't have someone to grab me by my arm. So I was playing this game, this technical game, and I regret that today. But who knows? Had I did go for it, where could I be today?
Gosh, that was a moment to drop the camera, wasn't it?
It's crazy. And where would I be today? So I made it out of the hole, dusted my pants off, moved on, and I get to speak about boxing in a great light because it is great. It gave me a life beyond my wildest dreams. I was not supposed to be here. And boxing gave me that.
In energy terms, when we're in the media room, you and I are very similar. We love everyone.
Oh,
We
I
have a
love
lot of
life.
fun, and yeah, and because you are a fixture at those big fights, wherever it is, actually.
I love being a part of it.
Yeah.
I love to break the fight down. I love to look at it and see it and imagine. And you know, 99.9% of the time, I hate to say it, I got a pretty good idea what's going to happen.
Oh, I don't doubt that very much at all.
It's a lot of fun.
And if anyone disagrees with you, there's always you can just arch your body and give them the left hook to the ribs.
And also can relive too in part. Had I made a little adjustment here, had I reached out for some help, and I looked at this guy. You know, it could have been different, and I'm not shaming myself about it. I accepted it. It's part of life.
Tell me about boxing. So let me just ask you very quickly about the heavyweight division. I'm going to ask it first of all, would Tyson Fury have lived with the Cooneys, the Holmes, the Spinks, the Formans, the Fraziers and the Alis?
I think he's a fantastic guy. He finds a way. How he got off the cameras that day.
Against Wilder in Los Angeles,
He was sleeping, and he got up and walked Wilder down. Took the real estate from Wilder and took him down. How he did that.
And then took that into a 13th round in the second fight. Right. Exactly the same, didn't he?
And then you think about Klitschko, you think about all the things he's done. Listen, is he vulnerable? Yeah. But he finds a way, and I like that about him. And he's got a great message. He lets the poor guy know, listen, you can make it. You can make it. We need to have that kind of stuff.
Who's around today that also excites you?
Jared Anderson.
Yeah.
You got a couple of Cuban guys that are phenomenal.
Yeah.
They're a little bit older, but I'm not talking about Ortiz either. I'm talking about a couple of smaller heavyweights.
Yeah.
They are very talented guys. You got Joyce, you got Dubois, there's tons of guys coming up.
Yeah.
But Jared Anderson's with Top Rank. He's a phenomenal guy. He's a big guy.
He's the guy to look out for in your view.
So. I think he's the guy coming up.
And what about in the other divisions? Who makes you want to go to watch?
You know, Errol Spence, Terence Crawford, Beterbiev, Joe Smith, Bivol. Listen, Canelo
How good was
Alvarez.
Bivol at the weekend then?
He was fantastic.
Was he just Bivol?
He was fantastic. He found a way.
Weight divisions for a reason?
And he stayed calm. That's right. And he stayed calm through the whole fight. He didn't even get tired.
He made Canelo look sluggish,
Canelo.
didn't he?
Yeah, he tamed him.
Yeah.
And all Canelo kept doing was trying to bang his arm.
Yeah.
Make an adjustment, bang the body, find something else. And he got tired. So he played him. And he took Canelo's real estate away. Those kinds of fighters. And he's going to be great back at 168.
Yeah.
And
he can fight Golovkin.
He's got Golovkin. He's got a lot of stuff.
Benavidez, the 25-0 kid.
What about Gilberto Ramirez?
Zerdo as well, yeah.
I mean, listen, you got phenomenal fights.
Yeah.
The middleweight division, welterweight division. You got, oh my God, two great welterweights.
Errol Spence and Crawford.
Other younger guys.
Virgil Ortiz.
Ortiz,
20-0, 20 knockouts or something.
And who's the other kid?
Conor Benn, do you like him?
I like Conor Benn. I mean,
who's the other welterweight you like then?
Great welterweight.
Yaron Ennis?
Yes.
Yaron Ennis, who's fighting this weekend.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Maybe the dark horse. Shark infested that top about 7-8.
You got the featherweights.
Yeah.
So many great fights. Listen, I still love the Rougarou,
Regis Prograis, yeah, amazing. Let me ask you then, we're talking about how much we love boxing. Are there things you see happening in it that you don't like?
Well, I mean, boxing is in the dark ages in some areas. I mean, you can't make change. You can't check the officiating. You're still getting lousy judging. You can't do that. You know, boxing is back in the mainstream, moving up. You keep putting these guys through the test. The loser goes home. He's got to rebuild himself, but he should have won the fight. That's a tragedy.
Oh, with the judging, you mean sometimes?
It's a tragedy.
Yeah.
I mean, those kinds of things. You got to be able to overrule Holmes pulling my head down and the pot shots going low.
You're still talking about that, yeah? Even though he claims you were just a dirty fighter.
You really have to see that.
Yeah.
And make adjustments for that.
Yeah.
Because
it should be dealt with at the time. Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Anyway,
you mean that sincerely?
They're doing better.
Yeah.
They're showing playbacks.
Yeah.
Sometimes, not a lot of it. So it's getting better. They're talking about women boxing should be 3-minute rounds. I disagree because 2 minutes, they fight at such a fast pace and it's exciting that men fight 3 minutes, maybe later on down the road when the talent gets deeper, the talent pool. But right now it's perfect.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you on that 2 minutes.
You ought to come on my show and talk about it because I'm catching a lot of flack about it.
Yeah.
And so the game is great. I mean, obviously fighters are ending up broke at the end again. Still that's going on. There's got to be some change. Some type of, I tell them, put $1 from every fight in around the world in a fund and help these guys get educated so they can move on with their lives. Not keep coming back for another payday, and walking away on their heels. So there's a lot of great things about boxing. The Zone is great. Aram is fantastic, in my opinion. He has a stable. He gets a guy as a welterweight. He brings 5 or 6 great welterweights in, and they all work together. They got to get better every day. We didn't have that. I was knocking guys out all the time, having to bring new guys in all the time. It's different today. He's got all experience. So we're learning. It's slow to change. Slow to change. These guys should never have to walk away poor and broke. They should have mental ability to, stop fighting with the wives, stop spending all your money, stop making those mistakes, and turn it around and be a healthy father and raise a great family or mother. And I want you so bad. I can see the ribs now. You did lose all that weight. I see the ribs on you.
Right, at this point, thank you for the sermon. Amen to you. Amen to you, Gerry Cooney, and your words. It's amazing to see you. Lovely to see you in London, and I'm going to run out of the room as soon as I stop recording this because I'm going to get hit and hit and hit.
Great stuff, man.
Thank you, sir.